Hi, I'm Greg Hunter. This is the USA Watchdog YouTube channel. I have a brand new video, brand new interview out, but you're not going to be able to watch it here on YouTube. Why? Because I don't want to get another community guidelines strike. That's why. I've had the channel since 2010 or so. So I've been doing this for more than 10 years, and I got my first community guideline channel strike about a week and a half ago. I mean, out of nowhere, they took down two videos, one with Bill Holter, one with journalist Alex Newman, and they gave me a strike. They said that what was said in the videos was a community guideline violation. Well, listen, I want to stay on YouTube. It monetizes videos well. It's the second biggest search engine in the world. But I still want to say what I want to say. And what I've been doing is experimenting with players and putting them on usawatchdog.com. Now, a lot of people have told me, you should start a Rumble channel or this channel or that channel. I'm never doing that again, folks. I think I told you this before, but I'll say again. When I first started, there's my consultant who's still with me, great guy. I just call him H-Man. And he first told me this, and he said, listen, you're just a squatter on YouTube, Twitter, Twitchy, Facebook. You're a squatter. They can kick you off at any time. I am not going to spend my time building a channel on some other entity, and then at any time they can just boot me off. I'm not going to work myself to death. But here's what I have done. I have got usawatchdog.com. This is why my consultant, who's a friend of mine, he said, listen, you pour it into usawatchdog.com because that's what you own. You can't get kicked off there. And if you go to usawatchdog.com, and there'll be a link in the very short write-through I'm going to do in this video, to usawatchdog.com and the guest I'm going to tell you about in just a second. If you go to usawatchdog.com, it's like, wow, this is like stuff that's written. If you don't want to look at the interview, there's like 3 or 4 paragraphs there that kind of lay out some of the big points of what's going on. It's a fraction of what's there, but you can actually come there and read and or say, wow, I'll look at this video later. I want to look at this video right now. And that's where I poured my work into for the last 11 years for a time like this. When people are being kicked off social media right and left. I mean, they took the president of the United States off of Twitter with his 88 million followers. He took him off everywhere. YouTube, Facebook, took him off everywhere. Boom, gone. President of the United States. They're not going to hesitate to take me down if I say the wrong thing. But yet, I'm a news guy. My slogan is I analyze the news to give you a clear picture of what's going on. Sometimes I'm going to say things that people aren't going to like. In this case, I think some of the things that are said in this interview, I don't think Google is going to like it. YouTube, owned by Google. So, I put it on usawatchdog.com. There won't be any commercials in the video. It conflicts with AdSense, another Google product. It conflicts with the click ads on the site, so I won't have, at least at the moment, I won't have any commercials in the video. I will have one here, but maybe 2, one at the end. But I want to stay here on YouTube. YouTube has not been awful to me. I mean, this is the first time in 11 years, I think that's how long I've been here, the first time in 11 years that they just kiboshed a couple of videos and bam, channel strike me, and I get 2 more to go. And so what I'm doing is to be able to say what I want to say on my property, usawatchdog.com, and not tick off the people on YouTube. I'm going to direct you to go to usawatchdog.com, an entity I own, and I can speak freely, and you guys can comment and whatever. It's at the bottom past the interview. So here, who am I talking to? Dr. Paul Craig Roberts. He was in the Reagan administration. The Reagan administration. I was going to say Bush 41, but no. He was in the Reagan administration. And he was famous for supply-side economics. Put your foot on the gas, get the economy going, which is why he thinks now what's going on now is crazy. We've had our foot on the gas for 11 years. I mean, buying bonds and printing money, and now the stimulus checks are out. The next one they're talking about is another $1.9 trillion. But believe it or not, with all the money printing, Dr. Roberts says that's not the big problem. The big problem is something far worse. And so I interview Dr. Paul Craig Roberts about the current administration and what's going on and the country we're living in now that's changed, he says, forever. And also what the fallout's going to be for some of the policies that have happened in the economy. And so he's going to talk about that on usawatchdog.com. Now, I have been experimenting with players. I was using a Daily Motion player. I think I've got it now, a Rumble player. I do not have a Rumble account. You cannot go on Rumble and watch this. You can go on usawatchdog.com. I don't know if that player is going to work out. I had some problems with Daily Motion. I also cut all the commercials off Daily Motion because it got wonky and it was slowing the player down. Although it's a free player, it's not bad. Most people can watch it, good quality. But I decided to start a Rumble account, and you can't find it on Rumble. It's just a place where I can play. Now, sometime in the future, I may expand and put something on Rumble, but I probably won't. But I may also put commercials in that Rumble provides as a way to monetize. Right now, no. I don't want it to conflict with Google AdSense. So there you have it. That's what I'm doing. That's the idea about what I'm doing. So please go over to usawatchdog.com. You can follow the link down here below. Like this video, if you will. The comment section is still open. And really, folks, thank you for supporting usawatchdog.com with your comments. And I got some of the smartest people on, I think, all of YouTube here on this channel, and also for your donations. And you can find the link for that over down below here, and also on usawatchdog.com. But listen, the site, usawatchdog.com, is free, just like the YouTube channel. I want to stay here on YouTube and monetize everything I can because I want to keep everything free. I've had a lot of people ask me about starting a paywall and put your credit card up for $10 a month or whatever. I don't know, and I don't want to do that. It restricts the flow of information. I don't want a club. I want a wide open news analysis site where everybody can watch it and comment and do whatever. Okay. And so that's what I'm doing. It's a little bit longer intro, but go over to usawatchdog.com. Watch the Dr. Paul Craig Roberts interview. I got to tell you, when I got done with this interview, I stopped and always have a little interplay with people after I stopped the recording. And I said, wow, that was probably your best interview you've ever done with me, and you've done some good ones. Dr. Paul Craig Roberts. He chuckled, like he does. And but you want to see this interview. It's I think it will not conform to the community guidelines here at YouTube, but hey, listen, this is their property, whatever. And I want to stay here. So go over to usawatchdog.com and enjoy my latest video, my latest interview. It's about 50 minutes long, not quite 50, with Dr. Paul Craig Roberts. He's a award-winning author and former Treasury Secretary, Assistant Treasury Secretary in the Reagan administration. And again, thank you for supporting usawatchdog.com.